What's up, my YouTube family? Many thanks for joining me. So in this video, I'm going to talk about what we call I-20, and I believe that most of you know what that means. But I've received a couple of questions from you guys, right, pertaining to start of program, end of program. Why is it that my program is supposed to be 2 years, but on the I-20 it looks like it's more than that? Where is the confusion coming from? And also, what information do I need from the I-20 to put on my DS-160? I'm going to talk about some things relating to that in this video. So if you happen to be an international student, you're struggling with all these things, welcome to this video. Most of you watching me for the very first time, my name is Sogah, and I happen to be an international student from Ghana, and I've also had the privilege to work with international offices here in the US. So I'm going to share my experience with you pertaining to, first of all, me originally being an international student, and then also having the privilege to work with international offices here in America. All right, so first of all, the very first thing I'm going to talk about is your program start date and then your program end date. The first question is that, McRae, I know that I'm coming to do, let's say, a graduate studies, and I know that my program is supposed to be 2 years. This 2 years may be from spring to fall, and then spring again to fall. So that is like 2 semesters in one academic year, right? Or maybe you start from fall, then you go to spring, fall again, and then spring. So that is like 4 semesters. But on my I-20, it looks like I have 5 semesters. What is happening? Okay, you don't need to panic. You don't need to panic. This is why we do that, right? So when we are writing or trying to issue you what we call the I-20, the reason why sometimes it may have like 5 semesters instead of the usual 4 semesters, this is the reason why. There are some times that maybe you come, students want to switch their program. Some of them, instead of maybe they're trying to accomplish or to complete 30 credit hours program, or let's say 39 or 36 credit hour program, some of them want to even add some other courses, you know, maybe from a different department, or maybe they want to just do some specialization that initially it wasn't in their plan. So the international office, we try to create, or the international office will try to create more room for that. Do you understand? So that in case you get to the US and then you want to do some of these specializations, or maybe you want to add some other courses to your program, you have the benefit, you have the room for that, you have the opportunity to do that, right? Maybe I was looking at the job market and I wanted to just do this once and for all. If they put the 4 semesters on there, you will not have time to do it. So the international office will try to add, create a room for you basically, right? So that in case that comes up, you are still in legal status. So that is simply the answer to your question. You don't need to panic. Your program is actually just the 2-year program. No need for panic. Your program is still the 2-year program, probably going for, let's say, 4 semesters. All right, so don't panic when you see like 5 semesters program on your I-20. Don't panic about that. It is just we're trying to create room for you. All right, so pay attention to that. And when you are filling your DS-160 form, make sure that the way it appears on the I-20, put it exactly like that in your or on your DS-160 application, right? Put it on like that. Don't try to change the information. Instead of, let's say, the 5 semesters or whatever number of semesters, right, that is on your I-20, make sure that you put it exactly like that in your DS-160. Don't change anything, because at the end, that is the document that you're presenting to the visa officer, right? So the visa officer is probably going to interview you based on that document. So when you change the thing, talking about the length of your program, when you change it in your DS-160, right, it will conflict with the detail or the information on the I-20. It will have a conflict on that, and then you'll be turned to probably answer more questions that you were not even prepared to answer during your interview, right? So keep it like that. What you see on the I-20, put the same thing in the DS-160. Do you understand? So just make it like that. I'm going to be talking also as time goes by, talking about DS-160, how you can feel the DS-160. But first of all, one key place right on the DS-160 is your contact person, right? If you're a student, you want to apply for the F1 visa, or you're applying for the F1 visa, when you get to that place, who do you put there? That is the question, right? You have to put the contact of the DSO that you have on your I-20. That is your contact person. So put the details of the DSO, like the name, the email, the phone number. Put those details in the DS-160. So that is your primary contact that you're going to put in the DS-160. Don't go and put your mother, don't go and put your father, your uncle, or whatever it is. No, it is different. Put the details of your DSO in that section, all right? And also where you plan to stay. If you have not secured a place yet, just put the address of the school in that section. Do you understand? So these are some of the information on the I-20 that you will need to put on your DS-160. Don't conflict anything. All right, so that is just by way of answering that question, and also trying to let you understand your start date of program and then your end date of program. All right, so don't panic about anything. If you have any question, drop it under this video and I'll come and help you about that. Many thanks for watching. Once again, if this is your first time, hit the subscribe button, share the video so that most of your friends who want to also travel to the US to study, they get enlightened. My name is Sogah. I'll see you in the next video. Bye bye. Thanks for watching.